put the link in the chat. Welcome everybody to another Saturday Connect and Collaborate with WITI. Great to have Chris Fountoulis. I don't know if I ever said your last name, Chris, so you pronounce it correctly for all of us. And I want to make sure we have maximum time with you. So I'll let you share a little bit about your background and what you do. And thank you for being a great part of the community.
Awesome. Thank you, David. Thank you for bringing all these amazing people together. So the reason why we decided to put together this talk is because a lot of people are struggling with digital marketing, and digital marketing on the one hand seems to be as simple as ever, but yet as competitive as ever. I'm a digital marketer, but I didn't start as one. I started as a business owner who wanted to create a cash flow positive asset for himself. And that's all. And the truth is that I was lucky. When I was 20 years old, my first business made over $100,000 with the power of paid ads and email marketing. And when I was 21, I had over 1,000 members in my membership program, which was $30. Actually, we had three different pricing tiers from 20, 25, and 30. But 35 days ago, I turned 25 and crossed over 6,000 members in my membership program. And one of the reasons, and on the one hand, I've spent more than $300,000 on paid ads. On the other hand, David knows a lot of people who have spent much more money on marketing than I have. However, I became somewhat good at marketing and time management, and that's why I want to talk with you today, because we all have limited resources, limited time, and the ones who use them better are the ones who are winning in our modern day and age. So I'll go ahead and share my screen because I have a handful of cool stuff to share with you. So, okay, there we are. So can you see my screen? Can I get a thumbs up? Is everything clear? Okay, awesome. So today it's going to be all about scalable and automated digital marketing and time management. And here's the deal. Okay, if I showed you how to grow and monetize your business without running off either your time or your marketing budget and build a cash flow positive brand for yourself, would it be worth your time? Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? A person leaving this call, maybe? Okay, awesome. So let's make it worth your time, because this is the goal. So regardless if you are running a business or if you're an influencer, you need to solve two problems. Okay. The first problem is all about growth. How do I get followers? How to become known? How to bring people into your ecosystem? The second problem is monetization. How to turn followers into paychecks? How to turn your passion into profit, and how to convert attention into conversions. Okay. So there are two ways to grow, and there are 7 ways to monetize. I want to simplify things as possible for you guys. So when it comes to growth, you can either produce organic content or run paid ads. And before someone jumps in, sure, you can do yellow paid ads, you can do massive banners, you can even do leaflets, radio ads, TV commercials, or even SEO. Okay. You can do those stuff. However, on today's session, I want to focus specifically on those two, because on the one hand, those can both snowball and are underpriced. And on this Venn diagram in between is where we want to focus on these two stuff. And look, there is also linear growth. We can do speeches like these. We can do networking events, custom video messages, collaborative partnerships, and build a relationship with key influencers. I was talking with a person that I really respect, and he's also in this call. And when I asked him about marketing, he told me, Chris, the only thing that's working is through relationships and friendship. And it took me a while to make this click, but uh, we're not going to talk about linear growth on today's session. So we're going to specifically focus on the few things that actually snowball. And when it comes to monetization, there are 7 things, as I mentioned. We can sell stuff, regardless of what that might be. You might run an agency or you're maybe a freelancer. You might sell subscriptions. You might have a mobile app. You might have a community. You might have a simple membership. That's neither of those things. You just have a recurring fee for access or products or templates or tools or a combination of those things. You might be doing brand collaborations. I I've worked with a lot of fashion influencers, so doing those is a way to monetize. Affiliate marketing, I'm sure that by earning commissions, you a lot of people here, I know that they are have incorporate affiliate marketing in their strategies. You can sell your course or workshops or even ad revenue. So from those 7 different ways, that are automated and digital are those 6. There are ways that you can automate brand collaborations. However, when you only get to a very high level. And by the way, I realize that this seems like a Christmas tree, so happy Merry Christmas everyone in advance. We're not far off. So let's see some real business examples because I don't want to keep things very theoretical. Okay, so example number 1, let's say that you run a subscription. Okay, you have a membership program. This is how you monetize. This is how you turn awareness into dollars. And when it comes to growth, you want to run paid ads with Meta. Okay, this means a second example might be that you might sell stuff with Meta ads, so you sell products and this is your combination. A third example that I'm going to go deeper into is you might offer implementation, so you're offering services. This is how you monetize. You want to grow with organic content, this is your growth strategy, and you might just want to write. You might be a writer, so you're writing newsletter and you're distributing across your email list, Substack, LinkedIn. You might send it to manually to people that you want to retarget. So those are just some examples to give you an idea of how you can combine one of the 2 ways to grow and one of the 7 ways to monetize. So far, so good. Awesome. Awesome. So how can we make growth and monetization actually work? There's a tactical part, and there's also the time management part. Okay. And look, there are 2 things that I want to achieve, though last 2 things that I want to achieve today. The number 1 is you not to be this girl who's happy burning her house and some of the remaining dollars that you probably have saved. The second thing that I want to achieve is if you go down the rabbit hole of being addicted with business and you actually love the stuff, if your calendar ends up looking like this, you actually love it and you are actually obsessed and you're in love with it. So those are the 2 things I want to achieve. So let's continue. Let's start with the first part. Okay, those are both are challenging. So let's take things step by step. So how to run ads that work? Okay, let's go super high level and then let's go to the nuance and be a little bit more tactical. When you spend money on ads, you want to make money from ads. And many people mess up is this simple, that they spend more than they make, okay? Don't be this guy. We want to make more and most of the time it's way, way, way more. So in order to achieve this, there are some levers that you can pull, okay? There are some things that you can do in order to achieve this. The first thing is that you want to, so let's stay on a little bit more longer on a high level because you want to, on the one hand, decrease how much money you're spending per conversion. And the other thing that you want to make sure is that you make more money from sales per sale. So on the one hand, reduce your cost per conversion, cost per lead, and on the other hand, increase how much you make from each new dress you sell, from each new member you sign up, from each new lead you get to your CRM or your agency. And number one, I want to focus specifically on 6 different tactics today. And the first one is the funnel structure, because many people believe that, okay, I'm going to put $100 on ads. I will have a landing page that will be beautiful. They design it themselves. They spend 2 weeks there, and they expect a sale. And this funnel used to work, and some people that have extremely high, uh, extremely sophisticated backends make this work. But we're not in the 2000 bump bubble, and marketing has become a little bit more. Marketers have been a little bit more competitive and have changed up things a little bit. And there are some different things that you can do. One of the things that you can do is to put a chatbot in between. Okay, so one of the things that I want to share is, so let's go, for example, to ManyChat, specifically to, no, here, sorry, yeah, right here. And okay, let me show you an example. So instead of running directly ads to, you can see my whole screen, by the way, right? Not just the presentation. Okay, so let's go to this automation. So instead of running ads directly to a funnel, this is something that I've run almost 20,000 leads to, and you can offer a little bit more personalized experience before you have your call to action, before you say, okay, buy my stuff, before you say, okay, give me your email, before you say, buy my dress. You can be a little bit more sophisticated. Or to do a little bit more filtering, for example, you might want to do a little bit more A/B testing to see, okay, which variation is working better. Do we want more delay or we want less delay? This is this one of the recent funnels that I'm testing, and on this one so far has been sent to a couple thousand people, but you need in order to run some A/B tests, you need quantity. Okay, you cannot really do it without quantity. So quick heads up that sure, you can run directly and to a landing page. However, being a little bit more sophisticated on your funnel structure and not expecting people to trust you right away, to offering a little bit more touch points, can make the difference between a funnel that's profitable and between a funnel that's not really profitable. So that's the first one. The second thing is a better creative. Okay. I know that many of you guys have run your own books, have written your own books. Instead of, if you want to sell your own book, instead of being like, hey, guys, buy my book, it's awesome. And sure, you can test that. This can be the creative. Let me, with a book that I've written. But instead of just being, hey guys, I've written this book, it's awesome, I talk about the influencers, you can use an influencer or work with an influencer to do the promotion for you, so you can get a better level of creative. I'm not saying that you're bad with video creation, but an influencer might be better. Or something that's working really, really well across many industries is directly a video from a client. Nobody's going to be more passionate than a person who has been heavily been benefited from your product. So those I want to give you the easiest wins. I don't want, and the most important ones. Sure, there are many more levers that you can pull. I want to give you 3 to make conversions more cheap, and I want to give you another 3 to make more from every sale in order to make those work. Because if you remember, the end goal is to make more than we spend. Okay, this is the formula that we're trying to solve. The problem that so many of you, I've been on many breakout rooms, and many of you have tried to run ads and have stopped. The reason why you've stopped is because you were spending more than you were making. If you were just pulling one lever at a time, if you say, okay, next 2 weeks, I'm going to have a better funnel. The following 2 weeks, I'm going to have a better ad. The 2 weeks after that, I'm going to target more warm leads, less cold leads. If you do that for the next 2 weeks, just an experiment, you are going to see that ads are going to feel prettier. Okay, they're going to feel better as you run them. So in order to make more from each sale, a really good idea will be to add a one-time offer. Okay, this is not really good for this. This doesn't really apply for agencies and service providers, but if you're selling whatever that's not a service, you can just say, you can have directly, as soon as they give you their card and as soon as they go to the thank you page, instead of having just a thank you page, have something different. Okay, I want to give you another example because I believe that this will also land for many people in here. So I hope you see my screen here. So this is a ClickFunnels account. It doesn't really matter what kind of website builder you're using. Okay, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, but you want to make sure that your landing pages are on point and are working. So this is the main offer that I'm running, and right after the main offer, I have two one-time offers. Okay, I'm selling my membership. It's $40 a month, and as soon as the sale happens, they get redirected to this page. And let me give you. I don't want to make this theoretical, so let's get our hands dirty a little bit. So as soon as someone purchase this, they have this message from me. I reinforce their behavior, tell them, okay, awesome choice that you join our membership program. This is everything you're getting. You are not only getting templates and resources and tools, you will also get a welcome call, and we will also send you outfits from my store every single month. By the way, I started as a clothing brand owner, so you're getting all these things, and you're getting that for a steal price, for just $147. Okay, and look, there's this option that someone will say, no, Chris, I'm declining this offer. Okay, I don't really want to get your stuff, and that's understandable. However, I want to break down every single part of the offer to really help them understand why this is an essential. And if they decide to press no, I'm giving them a last chance. Okay, so they can pay for just $97, and they're saving a bunch, and this is how I'm able to make more money from each sale. Okay, so let's keep moving forward. This one was one actual example on how you can increase how much money you make from each sale, because you might want to create more creatives or change your funnel structure based from what you already have. As soon as they give you their card, reinforce the behavior, explain what they get, explain them why they should also get this other stuff that's awesome. The next thing is offer a high ticket service. I know that many of you guys have something more advanced to offer. David, Brad, Dan, when you get this lead, when you are in this, when you have built this trust, people, if they know that, okay, you're doing digital marketing, you're doing implementation, you can build a website or a marketing campaign, they're more likely to trust you. So just by having one 10K sale every 100 people that join or buy your stuff, it can be really a massive difference. Okay, a 10K, 20K sale can be the difference between, can be your whole marketing budget for this semester, for this quarter. So those are the two levers. Sure, I'm not every single thing will apply on every business, so I'm trying to be a little bit more precise on the examples that I'm giving. And finally, if nothing nothing works for you, getting an email marketing course, talking with an email marketing guy, doing case studies. I was on a call with Dan this a couple minutes ago, and he told me about a guy called Frank Kern. It doesn't really matter. He has really nailed the email marketing part. He's he's making so much money directly from email marketing. So those are the six different levers that you can pull to either spend less on ads or to make more from sales, and that to make this formula more. So in order to start spending less and making more. So I hope that the first one is solved. Okay. Uh, so let's go to the second part. Okay. No more burning cash. Let's go and be a little bit more tactical on how we can manage our time, because once we press the play button and once we have this ad running, uh, there are some things that we should do. So let's manage our time as good as we possibly can. Okay, how? Let's take things once again step by step. Number one, meals. We we want to make sure that we're eating well, and many people mess this up. Putting them on calendar is step number one. Number two, adding those routines inside. Okay, if you have personal, if you're when you're working out, when you're taking shower, when you go for walks, add them in. So all those different things can be added in. Internal meetings, regardless what you have, put them in. Having those standard ones that you know that they will be there every single week, add them quarterly. Client prep meetings, management meetings, feel free to add them in. Deep work. This is where I want to put a little bit more emphasis in, because if you decide to run ads, you will need to have a big block at least once a day for your internal department. But you know that, okay, if every Thursday, every Tuesday, I will spend my whole morning making sure that I will do what drives my business forward. Okay, some of you might be to write a newsletter. Okay, some of you might be to do weekly tasks that lead to sales, or to review one sales call to become a little bit better every time that you are making a pitch. Or you might want to have a blog specifically for relationships management. Okay, I have a lot of influencers, and some of them are really worth to put this extra time into those leads that you know that you should be talking to and reaching out. Put it on your calendar. Don't forget to do it. And I'm sure that we've all missed some important emails, and it took us a day or two to get back, and we missed this deal. So systematizing that as well can be an important part. And the last big unlock that I've started doing it over the last year or two is having a 15-minute mark to close my day. And when I close my day, I always visualize the next day. I'm reaching out to the meetings that I have. I'm preparing if there is some homework I need to do. I always make sure that I go prepared. And in order to win, I realize that you don't need to do much. Just sometimes it's all about being prepared, being on time, even not earlier, and keep doing the basics. So those are some examples that you can add to your deep work tasks. And when it comes to clients, okay, when you also add them in, those clients, those networking events those recurring things, those masterminds can help you become a little bit more efficient. So you know that, okay, I'm allocating this much time on these kinds of things can also help. If you have a dog, add this in. Don't neglect your pets, guys. And when it comes to other tasks, there will be some one-offs, etc., etc. You can also incorporate them in. But one of the key things that I want to share with you is, if you decide to run ads, have this weekly task, at least weekly, maybe 2, 3 times per week. If you decide to run, yeah, regardless if it's ads or content, regardless if it's a newsletter, if it's a combination, regardless of what that might be, make sure you have added that into your stuff. Sure, there are going to be a lot of unexpected things. You might want to turn uh, less stuff. Okay, so this calendar is what my week will look like in 2025. Okay, I already know the 5 people I'm working closely with. I already know the what I'll be doing 80% of my time. Okay, I don't spend time thinking. I put as much time as possible doing stuff. So common mistakes. Okay. Number one, taking a lot of responsibilities in your calendar. And when you build this system of having everything with colored and picture out, you overestimate yourself a little bit. So uh, one of the common mistakes is this was what my week looked like the whole summer, and marketing was going a little bit better than expected. And this right here was me and David on a random Tuesday on 4 a.m. on LA. I don't know what time David is waking up. It's 8 a.m. on Eastern time, so it's probably super early. Discussing about the possibility of me having a weekly call on top of all those things. So yeah, don't just make sure that you can actually calculate so you don't promise something that cannot even deliver on. So number two is lack of recurring tasks. Okay. Set a goal, be super clear about it. What is that you want to achieve? Newsletter, content, ads, doesn't matter, be super clear about it. And instead of saying that I want to sell 10 dresses per day, okay, set one action. Run one new ad per week and add it as a recurring task on your calendar. This is something that it might sound simple, but it blows my mind how many people have not been able to snowball an activity because they have not really been persistent with it, consistent with it. How? Open your calendar, give it a clear name, for example, influencer marketing collaboration, give it a label, set it every single week, okay? Repeat this process for every important area in your life and in your business. And this is how you pretty much breeds decent time management tactics with a really good foundation when it comes to running ads and scalable marketing forms with a combination of growth and monetization. Okay, that's all for you guys. Thank you so much. I want to spend whatever time we have on Q&A to go deeper, solve any questions I have.
Thank you so much, Chris. Amazing. Who had a question? Somebody's raising their hand. Brett? Come on.
Yeah. So the last part you were mentioning the mistakes. What was the first one? It was don't. I forgot. Can you repeat the first one?
Take a lot of responsibilities, a lot of weekly tasks, a lot of things on your plate. Because if you overdo, if you overschedule, you will not have time and energy to actually run those ads, to actually prepare for the internal meetings, show up for clients. So do not take a lot of responsibilities, but those that you do take, make sure that they're clearly added as a recurring or as a one-off thing on your list, on your calendar.
Okay, and then the lack of reoccurring tasks is that. Can you elaborate on that one more time?
Yeah. So the whole point is to switch your language. Instead of saying that I want to get one new client per week, change the language in I want to run one new ad per week. I want to put one new badass piece of content per day. Do really sift your things that you can control. Do not really start thinking on the outcome, start thinking on the input. And over time, you will realize that there's a formula. You'll realize that, okay, I can put X in and get Y out.
I like it. That's great. Thank you.
And it is recorded, Brad. So I did send you, and I'll send you the recording. And it's in the chats, and you can take more notes. Excellent. And as we get the virtual dog sessions going, we're going to partner with Chris with the training and a lot of that stuff. Excellent. Anyone else? Questions, comments? Brad, I think I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, thanks, David. Hey, Chris, good to see you.
Always. Hey, Brad.
Yeah. I want you to show everyone that's watching, because I've seen this in a meeting and I admired it. When we have meetings, you have a method so you know how many times we've met on the topic. As soon as I saw you do it, I was wanting to do that myself. I've not embedded the habit because I've not asked you to show me what that is. I've just seen you do it. You're like, this is meeting number 5, and have we met 15 times and nothing's happened, or if we met twice and things are moving? And since I've seen it, I've admired it, and I want to call that to the spotlight. And I'd like you to show everybody what you do and if it works and how it works for you.
Okay, yeah, you're this actually something it has become an unconscious practice that I'm just doing on every single time that I meet someone. I'm keeping a a record of everything and this also helps you to be a better friend, because if you mentioned something and I don't really remember it, then yeah, screw me, man. And so let me share my screen. Let me expose myself here. This is what this whole thing is about. So this is me and David. 19 different times we've met. Okay, we've been on a streak twice. This is me and you, man. We've been also on a bad streak, and me and Dima. So many interesting and bad conversations. So every single time we meet, I make sure to take some notes on what we mentioned.
And you're doing all that in Google Docs, Chris, it looks like, or do you use any? Okay.
Yeah. So many benefits, and the biggest benefit for me is my memory is 2 out of 10. So it always helps me really do this revision on all the major marks. So me and Dima, every single time me and Dima have a call, I read my notes 3 times, maybe, sometimes even more.
Excellent.
Thanks, Chris. I've seen it and I admire it that you're using, like Dave was saying, in Google Docs, you're using some kind of hypertext to signify each new meeting in the same document as like an H2 or an H3, so it appears in the index on the left. It looks like.
Oh yeah, this is what you mean with hypertext. It sounded like a super advanced word, but yeah, I'm just marking at as a heading number 2.
Yeah.
So it's easier to navigate between the first meeting and last meeting, etc., etc.
Yeah, kudos, Chris, and thanks for talking today.
And have you dug into Gemini much, Brad? Because I would think that Gemini, as far as managing your Google Docs, like I have not been meshing those, I think, as well as I should. And I'm wondering, let's maybe talk about that on our next Thursday show, but I don't know if you've been digging into that.
I just adapted the Pixel ecosystem, phone, watch, tablet. So I'm expanding all things Google, and glad that I did. I'm liking it.
Okay. Yeah. So I've
Yeah.
been using Gemini to like write prompts if I want to do a notebook audio, just because it's native to that platform, but I haven't been
Right.
using it enough. And I think too, to support Chris, that could be good.
Yeah.
Okay. Dan, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. So why would you use a Google Doc as opposed to your CRM system? So why have it in 2 different places as opposed to everything in a CRM?
So I put on my CRM the clients or the people that have come in as leads. The people that I love hanging out with are just a normal dog. Just a dog. So yeah, I it's a solid question. There's no right or wrong. Yeah, this my answer.
Okay, thanks.
Just so imagine. All right, good. Let's see. Well, thank